So I believe this is part 4 of the series video of the Skittles XRT, or what some may call the world's ugliest Traxxas XRT, built known to man. Anyways, we are ready to install the servo, but before we do that we have to add power. So this is all pretty easy peasy stuff to the guys that have these trucks and have had them and have been in the hobby for a while. But for the new guys, upgrading your trucks may not always be the easiest thing to do. So this next step, you know, you might have a Traxxas Xmaxx or XRT already and you want to upgrade your servo, so you have to do this before you put your truck back together. So when you get a brand new servo, guys, this one's actually already centered up. I probably don't need to do this. I could probably just build the truck. But say you upgrade your servo and you install it into, say, like a GPM case like this, which, guys, I carry on my website. I'll leave a link for some of the parts down below in the description. But anyways, once you turn on the truck, the servo goes and it turns on to center, so it centers itself. And then, well, your truck's already all put together and your wheels are off and you can't trim it out with the little knob on your steering wheel. So this is what you have to do. So here we are. We have the PnwRcMadness HD carbon fiber with Kevlar strap and metal buckle Lipo trays. These have to go in the truck first in order to install the batteries. That way we can power up the servo and ultimately install our ESC, all that good stuff. So we got to do all that stuff first. Basically why the truck is in this shape. You know, nothing really put together yet. So really quick before we move on, check out these trays. Just a really quick review on these. I've been running these in my XRT. I probably ran them in my XRT for 2 solid years. And well, yeah, I pulled a car with them. And I've taken some pretty good big jumps. My last XRT weighed about 33 pounds, so check those out. We're just going to reinstall them. They got some wear on the carbon, but that's okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and install these. That way we can center up our servo and continue our build. Some people might be asking, well, Chris, what is the benefit of having these carbon fiber trays? Well, let me tell you, if you guys still have the stock battery tray system in there, it's not completely junk or garbage or anything, but there's little plastic pieces that go in here and a little plastic strap that goes across and folds down, and if you crash hard enough, they'll actually fly out of the truck. So if you guys have these in the truck, there's no room for them to fly out and they're strapped down, so nice and secure. Nothing's bouncing around and moving around, nothing protruding into the batteries, none of that. So definitely a good upgrade, and you can also find those on the website. I'll leave a link in the description below. So before I show you the servo I'm using, this is the GPM racing adapter that I sell. Comes with the servo mount. This is aluminum, 7075 aluminum. Comes with the servo horn, and it also comes with the drag link in black, and the hardware, all that good stuff to screw your servo down and screw it actual to the chassis. And that's going to be part number XRT024-R for red. Before I show you the servo I'm using, guys, check this out. We are going to build this truck with these Traxxas black stainless steel screws. Check that out. So I like to change to stainless screws just because it keeps the rust out, but they're actually weaker and they strip a lot easier. So anyways, we're gonna go with the stainless screws in black just because I love black and I love the look of these, and we're gonna get no rust. So we'll see how they hold up. And yeah, check that out. We got our servo screws in here, so it's gonna come with those as well. So check that out. There they are, the black stainless screws. That's going to allow you to screw this down, but there it is. So we're going to be using the black GPM adapter, and then that's the servo we're using, guys. We're going to be using this ProTek RC. This is the 1K TBL This is the brushless high voltage, and I'm not sure what the ounces of torque is. Something crazy, upwards of over 1,000 or 1,000 or right at 1,000. And the speed is, I'm not sure what the speed is. But anyways, guys, check that out. I went ahead and swapped out and put the orange servo horn on there. You can find those separate as well, so you don't have to just buy the adapter. You can actually buy the horn itself. And then I kind of made up this link with some RPM links. And then this is actually a Traxxas drag link, and I haven't broke it. So far that's been my best bet right there, and I just made it the XRT length, and so far we're good to go. Before we fire it up and center up our servo, I'll at least double check and make sure it's centered up. I almost forgot. Check this out, guys. These are the PnwRcMadness dual or quad fan mounts. So this is 7075 aluminum. I have these in black or silver. And then there's a dual with the PnwRcMadness fan. These are like equivalent to like a rocket fan. And they come with a nice stainless screen, and then also that awesome millimeter thick carbon fiber screen to protect the fans. And then check that out, the mount for the fans are 4 millimeter thick. So we're going to go ahead and wire those up and install those too as well. That way we can kind of just get all this buttoned up. For the final step, go ahead and grab your remote. You're going to have to bind it all up if it's not already bound. Plug in your batteries, and then you can watch the servo center itself up. Okay, here we go. We got it linked up. The receiver is green. Watch the servo horn. There we go. It centered itself up right where it needs to be. All that work just for that little bit. But guys, if you put your servo in and then you install all the rest of the parts on your truck, your steering is going to be off. So it's definitely super important to do all of this before you finish building your truck. Definitely, guys, please do leave me a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and stay tuned for the next video. Yeah, check this out. Before we do end it, I just want to show you, I didn't really talk about the fans because I wanted to get them all plugged in, but there it is. These are 8.4 volt only. Listen to these bad boys. Woohoo! Beast.